A warm welcome to the program to a young man who should be feeling very proud of himself at the moment. His name is Rachin Ravindra, and he joins me on the platform. Welcome to the show, mate.
Hey, thanks for having me.
No, thank you for joining us. Just talk to us about that moment where you caught the catch to win the game in the one day. The look on your face was delightful a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. I mean, credit to the boys for pulling it out. The boys bowled really well, especially Shippo, obviously. For him to take 5 wickets like that was impressive, but it was a high ball. I guess I was lucky enough to be in that situation and the spot to take it.
Look, I know that your father, the surname is Krishnamurthy. I know a Krishnamurthy who lives up north. Is he related at all?
Nah, no relation there.
Okay, he's a journalist, actually. Okay, he's a very good cricket journalist. Anyway, all right, so you've gone through the system. This is the great thing about it, under 16s, under 18s. So natural progression that eventually your dream was always to play for the Black Caps.
Oh, for sure. I think from when you're playing backyard cricket with your mates, you always kind of want to play for New Zealand. To have the opportunity now is incredible, and never something I hope I'd never take for granted. But yeah, always the goal's always want to be there, and the dream is there. So hopefully we just keep on going.
Was cricket always your love, mate?
Yeah, for sure. I think I think my dad's influence was massive there. Like you say, he's a big sort of cricket nuffy, and I think that potentially may have rubbed off on me throughout growing up. So it's always kind of been in the background, always kind of been the number one love, yeah.
Cricket nuffy, he loves it. So has he ever missed a game, or your folks ever missed a game? I bet they've been to just about every single one.
That's actually interesting you ask, because they never really watch me play live. It's an interesting one. I think they'll rather watch on TV in the comfort of their own home, but I'm unsure where they ride their emotional highs and lows of the game, but I'm sure they do.
I know that there's a story around your name, Rachin. That's not a mixture of Ravi and Rachin, and Sachin, is it?
It's a mixture of Sachin and Rahul Dravid, actually. Yeah,
okay.
It's a bit of it's something we don't really talk about that much anymore, but obviously it's nice to be named after two Indian greats.
You play all 3 forms of the game. Is that still your mission statement, to keep playing keep playing all 3 forms as long as you can?
Oh, for sure. I think, like I said sort of before, dream was always to be an all-format cricketer, and to be given the opportunity to represent New Zealand in all 3 formats is amazing. And obviously, there's a lot of sort of T20 cricket going around, which is an amazing opportunity to experience it all. But obviously, for me, I guess Test cricket's always the pinnacle, I guess, because watching it growing up and the accumulation of a lot of things resulting in a Test win. It's quite difficult. So I guess, I'd love to continue playing all 3 formats.
It's so good to hear. This is Rachin Ravindra, who's just a young man, of course, starring for the Black Caps at the moment, that you love your Test cricket, mate, because what we got to see in Wellington against England and then against Sri Lanka and Christchurch, 2 of the most extraordinary Test matches you'll ever see.
Oh, for sure. And I think that's, like I said before, the accumulation of 4 or 5 days of work and that one moment, especially against England, you got one ball that's going to decide the whole Test, which to me is incredible. And I think it shows, I guess, the interest in the Test arena at the moment is incredible to see, and just those little moments just make sort of cricket so special, I think.
Yeah, so just growing up, though, with all the attraction and the money and the ratings, the TV ratings and everything on the shortened forms of the game, especially the T20, what is it about Test cricket that excites you, and what is it about Test cricket that makes you want to keep playing it?
I think it's a lot of it about the history of it. I think I've, like I said before, with sort of cricket nuffies, I've grown up watching a lot of Test cricket, and I guess the big names, the greats like the Tendulkars, the Pontings, the Laras, and etc. Obviously doing their thing. You always kind of get inspired by those guys. Obviously Kane and Ross from New Zealand. So it's pretty cool to, I guess, see all that on TV and being like, hey, this is why. And I guess the whole thing about it being so challenging, I guess you're playing in different countries all the time, and the conditions always vary so much, as per in white ball potentially not as much extreme. So I think it's the adaptation piece to that is pretty cool.
You got 26 in the first T20, and that was the first international super over that you've experienced. What was it like?
Yeah, it was definitely interesting. I think I was obviously a little bit disappointed I wasn't able to finish it off, but the way Ish sort of took that upon himself and finished and tied the game was incredible. But yeah, Super Over is definitely, like I've said this before, it's pretty fickle, I guess, to take an over out of a whole 40 over fixture. 20 overs combined it's a tough way to decide a game, I guess. But yeah, obviously we're disappointed and we'll learn from it, and hopefully we can come out better tomorrow.
Rachin Ravindra is with us on the platform. What do you want to improve mostly in your game at the moment?
I think it's just about, I guess, understanding my role and knowing which. So obviously, it's a kind of different role that I'm playing at the moment for New Zealand, and I think taking it on with both hands, relishing the opportunity is quite cool, and also develops me as a player. And but I guess the number one thing is if I can sort of remain calm in those moments, and no matter what sort of the game is presented to me, if I can sort of slow it down for myself and be able to just react to what's in front of me, hopefully I'll get sort of success in that sense.
So you're fully professional now, aren't you? I mean, did you ever think of any other job that you'd like to do, or you had any other career path in case it didn't work out?
Nah, I think my parents always sort of jumped into me, like, you know, your schoolwork and your studies come first, and then cricket comes second. But I'm not sure I always followed that. I've never really, it's a weird one. I've never really thought of a different career, but always open to it, I guess.
Yep.
But still sort of doing some uni papers on the side, so that is ticking along as sort of a backup. But nah, look, I'm just enjoying sort of the moment right now, and whatever comes to me, hopefully it can continue for a while.
What are your uni papers, just by basis of interest?
I'm like a major in finance, Bachelor in Commerce.
Brilliant. Okay, well, that's Ross Taylor, isn't it? That's what he's doing these days. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he
a
is.
lot, yeah. And also, just talk to us about, so you were signed by Durham and, you know, to play in the county championship, and that's a hell of an experience, isn't it? We've got a great history in New Zealand cricketers going all the way back to Glenn Turner and so forth, playing in the county championship. So that's, you know, to write your name into that's very special.
Oh, for sure. I think the opportunity sort of came up when I was in the UK last year, and was able to grab it. It was awesome, eh? Like the county championship is such a cool sort of competition. It's been running for a number of years, and the fanfare is pretty cool, and I guess they get thousands of people to every county game, and I guess you could truly say England is the home of cricket, and I think the way they treat the county championship is a testament to that.
Do you watch much T20, mate? I know the time zone's not very good, but do you follow that as well? Oh, sorry, the IPL I'm talking about, sorry.
Yeah, for sure. It's hard to follow in terms of time zones, but I watch the highlights, especially when good teammates are playing, sort of like Dev or Finn or those sort of guys. Always love to see how their team's doing and how they're performing. But also, it's just like a great competition. I think they've obviously done it really well, and it's a very successful league.
Well, your best ODI's 49, your best T20's 26. When are you going to crack something that says three figures, mate?
Nah.
Let's hope so.
First got to get in the situation to do that. But nah, look, if I'm scoring 100 at number 7, then the other guys at the top sort of wouldn't have had great days. So it's not great for the team. So we'll see.
But you still consider yourself like a bit of an all-rounder, though, don't you?
Oh, for sure. I think of myself as a batting all-rounder, but obviously open to. I love bowling, and definitely a part of my game that I want to keep growing and improving on. But I guess that gives me an opportunity to contribute with both facets in the field, which is great.
What's going on in the background there? I can hear teacups. Is it afternoon tea time or something, is it?
Yeah, just at a cafe, actually. I hope it's not too loud.
No, you're sweet, mate. All right. And also looking forward to this game tomorrow at the University Oval. It's such a delightful cricket ground too.
Yeah, we've obviously played here a lot domestically, and always love coming down to Dunedin. It's a really good spot. Obviously, hopefully it's a nice crowd in tomorrow, and the weather's actually looking quite good. So yeah, I love playing at this ground. Obviously, feel like you're quite close to the fans on the bank and stuff. So hopefully it can be quite a memorial day.
Oh, look, very proud of you, mate. And I know you folks are as well. Keep playing hard for New Zealand, won't you?
Brilliant, mate. Hopefully we'll do. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, lovely talking to you. Rachin Ravindra.